Good morning. Well, I haven't done one of these for quite a while, but it's a lovely day in Bath today. Hope it's nice where you are. And I've got the perfect excuse to do a vlog. You may recognize that memorial globe behind me. It was installed in this garden beside the assembly rooms quite a few years ago now on the bicentenary of the death of Admiral Phillip. Now, if you've never heard of Admiral Phillip before, he was the first governor of New South Wales and in fact the first governor of Australia. He retired to Bath and lived just across the road in Bennett Street here until the time of his death. He was a retired Royal Navy officer who took to farming and was then called back by the government after the American War of Independence. The government had nowhere to send its criminals. They couldn't send them to America, so instead they decided to send them down under to the newly discovered coast of Australia. And Captain Phillip, Admiral Phillip as he became, was called out of retirement to lead the first fleet, 11 ships that sailed from this country to Australia with around about 2,000 people on board, most of them convicted criminals. Admiral Phillip was a good man, and because of his farming knowledge, soon set about making the colony productive. And, you know, the rest is history. He settled his colony around the area that has become modern-day Sydney. Now, the reason I'm doing all of this is that memorial globe, which apparently shows you the route between the United Kingdom and Australia on the globe. And also, and on a nice sunny day like today, no doubt those who know how to read it would be able to read it. The globe shows the time both here in Bath and in Sydney, just by looking at the shadow of the sun. Now, the reason I'm doing all of this is if you're a Bathonian, you will have noticed the garden doesn't look anything like it used to. All the privet got box hedge disease and was taken out. And now the globe is on the move. It's my understanding this is being moved to Sydney Gardens. It will be just inside the bottom gate near the tennis courts. Now, in a way, it's a shame because, you know, the globe reflects the fact that Admiral Phillip lived just across the road until the time of his death. But we're all aware that the National Trust is changing things here at the Assembly Rooms. It's their building. And it's my understanding this space is needed for a kitchen extension, trying to improve the facilities here. Well, I will go through to the Trust and confirm whether that is the case, but I can certainly tell you the globe is on the move. I don't know when it's going. I'll try and find that out. But I think Sydney Gardens is a very nice setting for it. Admiral Phillip, by the way, was buried at Bathampton Church. And I know the Australian High Commissioner comes over every year on, I think, on Australia Day, or is it on Admiral Phillip's birthday? I'm not sure, it's one of those two, and lays a wreath at the church. He also visits the globe, the memorial globe, so maybe in the future he'll be popping into Sydney Gardens to see the globe in its new setting.